Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm back today on the Cocoa Vanilla Studio YouTube channel with a layout that I created with Sunkissed. And what I did off camera to speed this up was I got this cut file from Paige Evans. It's one of the free ones in her Happy Scrappy Place, and it was perfect because I'm still working on my Riverton album from the beginning of the year. And so I've backed it with the only paper that is not from the collection is that there, and that's like the American Crafts Power Glitter paper. But otherwise I've backed it with papers from the collection. And I also have pulled out this piece of cloud paper and just some white cardstock. So this is a boy layout, so all of you that are fans of boy layouts and ask me to do boy layouts will be happy today, because I'm finally getting around to scrapping this photo of Sam. So Sam is a teenager. He's 14, but when this photo was taken, he was 13. So it's getting more difficult. Mums of boys, you'll understand what I mean, but when they get to teenagers, it's more difficult to take photos or basically have them either let you take their photo or share their photos. So anyway, I'm up to this photo for the album, and my plan is that I want to place this cloud paper here. I'm going to pop this up on some foam, and then what I've done, when I backed this, I didn't glue, I've made a little part where I haven't glued it so that I can tuck my photo in. Now I forgot I did glue down here, so I'm going to need to trim along there with my craft knife so I can just have it kind of poked down like that. And I think, because I want to add some more gold, I'm going to mat my photo in a bit more of this glitter paper. I think that will look quite good. I didn't want to introduce any more pattern paper because it would be too much. And my plan is to line up the bottom of the sun with the bottom of that paper. And I think I'm going to do some mixed media down here. Excuse my kids in the background. You know how it is when you go to start recording on a live voiceover. There either has to be cats, kids, or noise outside. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to get started. So the first thing I did was I needed to fix this problem here that I had seen when I backed it. I needed to use my craft knife just to cut a little slit where I could poke my photo in, because I wanted my photo to appear like it's behind the word summer, slightly overlapping in the M, but you'll see what I mean when I put it in there. So then I thought I want to bring some more gold in, so I just used some of that glitter power paper from American Crafts. You do want to leave it to dry for a bit, because it takes liquid adhesive a bit to dry to adhere onto the glitter. So here you can see what I mean, how the photo will be behind the word and appearing over part of it. And then I love dimension, as you know, so I'm just adding some craft foam. I've skipped that out because it's not exciting, but you can see what I was doing there. And now I'm wanting to add a little bit of mixed media on that background. So I've got these Vicky Burton art crayons. This is the first time I've ever used them, and so I was just experimenting really. They're great for the packaging technique. I'm using some white cardstock and I haven't put gesso on it. A bit lazy, but anyway, I wanted to see how it went. Next time, if I'm going to add a lot more layers of art crayons or any mixed media, I would definitely put gesso down. So I've mixed some blue and green to try and colour match to the word summer, and I'm just drying it off in between. And when you do that, you can add a bit more over the top and build some layers up. I'm just taking a sip of my coffee, kind of multitasking here. So I just wanted to see how it would look with that cloud paper over the top, and it looks fine. And now I am doing the same thing with yellow. I decided to not use my acrylic stamping block and just go for some packaging. So again, drying it off, and I think I may come in with some splatters. So with the final page, you'll see a lot more of the yellow. I think because I go a bit below the word sun and fun, whereas with the green it's sort of slightly on the edge. But yeah, probably a lot more work, and then I cover most of it up. But hey, that's mixed media for you, isn't it? I think we all do that when we create mixed media. But anyway, they're really smooth, really lovely to work with. I've got all of them. I think all 3 packets, so you can make them mix really well with any of these Cocoa Vanilla Studio collections. So now I'm going to adhere my pattern paper, and I love the look of the clouds appearing behind the sun. Now this layout didn't take me long to make it all, so I have kept a lot of my video in. So here the cardstock that I'm using is bigger than the pattern paper, so I just trimmed off the edge. And now I have also used, I got a bit lazy because I didn't want to cut all that foam, craft foam, so I used double-sided craft foam as well, which is what those thin white strips are. And they are adhesive on both sides, which is always helpful. So just committing to my photo and using glue and some of these dimensional adhesive, I doubled them up to get the extra dimension just to have my photo appear like it is higher than the sun. So in a way that's like double the dimension, which I love. It makes for quite chunky scrapbook albums, but I mean, if I'm going to choose a flat layout or a layout with dimension, I'm going to choose a layout with dimension for myself every time. So then I'm going through these 2 packs of ephemera trying to find another cloud. I'm not organised enough to know which pack I had already used, and just looking through them. I had that banner piece with the rainbow on it, and I was going to use it for something else and had a little tiny pop dot on it. It doesn't stay on this layout, but at this point I thought it was going to go there. I love that banner. I think I've used it several times with several packs of these embellishments. Die cut ephemera is what they are, and so I love that. And just looking really to add items that are appropriate to a boy page, a teen boy page, and also to a summer holiday that doesn't involve anything tropical. So this collection does have a few tropical items. I have put some of them onto my pages just in a subtle way, but what I'll do is I still have photos from our trip to Fiji to scrap, so I'll definitely use what I've got left for that. Thought the little jandals were good. We call them jandals. You may call them thongs or flip-flops, depending where you live. But we definitely call them jandals. And then I've got these puffy stickers. I've got that little sun. Did I keep it there or not? No, I move it. So also a flower. Now, when I say I didn't add anything girly, you can add it, I mean, heck, you can add whatever you want. I just don't want to go overboard with floral things on Sam's layout, but on other layouts, for boys, they may be appropriate, so it's up to you, really. And that is my final layout. I did some white acrylic splatters, watered down with water off camera, and yeah, I'm just really happy. I added my journaling as well, so it's definitely another one for the album. Thank you so much for watching. You'll find a link to the blog post below with all the info.